What's going on, my dream team? Dave coming back at you with a PSA reveal. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen all these cards. Actually, looked very rarely do I ever look at my grades before they come in, but I looked at my grades before they came in. And I'm probably gonna talk for a couple of minutes here. So if you don't want to see this and want to start with this pile, fast forward a couple minutes. But basically, I had two orders coming back from PSA. One was these cards. The other one was supposed to be an order of stickers. And for whatever reason, PSA decided they weren't going to grade my stickers. And I was going to look at the grades on that and go, I'll do blind reveal here. And then when I saw no grade, no grade, no grade, no grade, I got a little miffed and said, well, I want to see my card grades then. So I did organize these. I do know what everything is. We got football, we got some soccer, and this is all basketball. So if you're only here for football, then hang out for the next couple minutes. But we got some pretty juicy stuff in this basketball. And I'll talk about where I got things from over the course of the video. So first up, we got a couple Tom Brady's. These are 2018 optics. And as I've been weeding down my Tom Brady collection, just in terms of all the base and stuff like that, trying to focus a little bit more on just rookies. And sent these in this summer. And so we got our Brady Hollows from 2018 Optic, Mint 9 and Gem Mint 10. And I believe I pulled both of these. I didn't buy these or anything like that. But the other thing that's kind of worth doing from a strategic standpoint is looking at, if you're buying singles, 17 and 18 product, probably 2017, just because the market's not really going to increase too much in terms of the number of cards out there, because nobody can afford to open up 2017 boxes or 2018 boxes of Optic. I think they've gone down a little bit with Lamar Jackson not taking off, but sent those in because those were 2018 Optics, and those will end up going on eBay and selling, and then use them for some rookie goods, most likely, trying to narrow down that Tom Brady stuff. Speaking of PC, Fred Taylor, I sold a lot of this stuff. My Fred Taylors and Mark Brunells over the course of summer, helped pay for the wedding and stuff. And this is a 101 from 2013 Select. It's a really sharp looking card. That black, you got a nice glare there, or shine, not a glare. But that one came back a 9. A lot of times folks say it's not worth grading 101s, but I like doing it if I have a card that I want protected, because it's tough to protect 101s. And this one got a 9. I think this back corner had a bit of a ding in it. Kind of tough to see in the camera. Or maybe it was this top corner. Anyways, it had a corner issue on the back. But otherwise, the centering looked really good. Maybe slightly fatter here. But the surface was super clean, which for 2013 Select was rough. Or, I mean, it's tough to find them like that now. But I think I picked this up back in the day for like $35. So another 15 to grade it, got 40 into it. We'll see if that one stays in the collection or not. This one I bought off eBay. This is Drew Brees 2006, so his first year in the Saints uni, refractor to 259. These were like box toppers that come in little one-touches, and I wish I would have got this back a couple weeks ago before Drew Brees broke some ribs and had a collapsed lung. But this is a beautiful card. This is the red refractor. I do have this in the black version, which is even sharper, but that one wasn't worth grading at all. So in a 9, red. And oh, there we go. Sunday's making her appearance. I think it's been a little while since we've seen her. She's checking everything out, wants to see what we got going on, and I think she's just gonna sit there for a little bit. This counter is not normally this clean, so she's probably excited about free space. This is a Brady rookie. I bought this from a dude in an Instagram chat I'm on, or maybe we'll tilt it that way for. He told me ahead of time, like, hey, it's got a ding in this upper corner. I bought it for a price that I was happy with, mainly because back in about 2002, this is 2000 Flair Mystique, I think I opened probably a whole case worth of boxes trying to find Tom Brady rookie. And these are numbered to 2000. I think there's a gold version that's numbered to 500 or something like that, or maybe 250. But as you can see, this top corner here, I mean, it's got a nice little fold over. And the dude I bought it from, super good dude. You know, he called it out and stuff. He's like, it's not gonna 10, it's probably not gonna 9. But again, I wanted it slab, and this is one that I'll probably hang on to over the course of time, because I don't know how many times my mom bribed me with packs of 2000 Fleer Mystique to do chores or things like that around the house. But the surfaces look pretty good as well. Really, it's that top corner, which was the biggest bummer on this. And the back, surprisingly, pretty sharp as well, especially with those color border isn't always easy. And I guess the other thing I noticed is this one it's slightly off center, so like you can actually see here, that's part of the card. That's like the top of this. I looked at other ones on eBay's, and most of them, his jersey goes blue all the way off the edge, but just a little fun fact. All right. These guys, most of these I hand pulled from, this is soccer now, football's all done, so you gotta go to the other football if you're still interested. Otherwise, you can fast forward to basketball. These are all Kai Havertz rookies. And I tried to get on the Havertz train early on. I bought probably almost a whole case of Bundesliga chasing Havertz stuff. So most of these are pack pulled. Some of these, I think 2 I was able to buy off eBay for like $5 early on. And a lot of these came out of the box with little surface scratches and stuff. And I noticed that with the Topps Chrome Soccer. And I see it with the baseball when I open those up every once in a while, but a lot of times Topps Chrome will come out of the pack with little teeny tiny scratches and stuff in there. So we got 3 9s, and his values dropped from kind of the height of excitement with his transfer to Chelsea and stuff. So I think these 9s are probably doing under $100 right now, probably 75 or so. And some of these edges too can be kind of tough for grading. It's like top lip. You see it in 2019 Bowman. But I'm holding on to my Kai Havertz, at least the 10s, really for, he's on the German team, right? So you got the Euros and World Cup. I think Germany's got a really tough pull in the Euros. I know they've got, I think, Portugal. So Ronaldo essentially, and I think they got France in their group as well, if I remember right. But we did get a couple 10s. So these may be more of hold the 10s for the World Cup. Maybe sell the 9s in the lead up to the Euros, or sell a couple now, recoup some of the grading costs. And then this is the refractor insert for Havertz, Future Stars. So there we go. That's the end of soccer. This is basketball. I made the order here in terms of least excited to most excited. I love this card down here. But the majority of these, other than the I think there's 3 that I'll point out, these all came from, again, I'm going to talk for a little bit, so feel free to fast forward a couple minutes till you start seeing me flipping. I bought a collection that someone else bought. So basically in the spring, I bought a couple boxes of like old Topps basketball with Shaq in it, sealed. That same guy reached out to me like a week later. He's like, hey, I just bought this giant collection. I only want the football stuff. Do you want the basketball cards? And sold me like 2 big binders of basketball cards that had all sorts of 90s and 2000s refractors and other stuff. And some of them, the surfaces were really bad. So I sold those individually. Some of them were in this grading submission. Some are in future grading submissions. But that's kind of where these came from. So most of these I did not pull. Just like there's a lot over here I did not pull. And a lot of my future submissions as well are going to be cards I did not pull but bought separately. So I know I'm expecting my gem rate to go down, because basically when I pack pull a card, like it goes right in the sleeve, and then I look it over and say, yes, this is being graded, or no, it's not. But when you're buying stuff raw, think sometimes it's a little bit of the, well, I kind of want to grade it just because I'm invested into it a little bit. And maybe you don't know for sure how it's been taken care of and stuff. But this is Tim Duncan rookie. This one came back in 8. The bottom edges and stuff had a little bit of, I don't know, extra to them, I guess. I sent this in hoping for a 9. I wasn't expecting a 10 because I thought the centering looked pretty good overall, and the corners looked pretty decent as well. But obviously he got elected in the Hall last year. I think when basketball starts up, this is like a $30 card now. I think at some points it may end up getting up to 50. So we'll see if that's a hold candidate or just sell it for 30 bucks and move on, recoup some grading fees. This is a Jordan 97 Flare Showcase, row 3, near mint 8. These surfaces are super, super tough. I mean, super scratchy. And that was the main issue on this, because the corners and stuff look good. Again, all the stuff was in binders. I was actually very impressed at the back of this card. You don't have any chipping really on any of the sides, which is really tough for a card like this. So I was hoping a grader would look at this, maybe look past some of the surface stuff and give it a 9, but got an 8, which again is probably a fair grade for that. Another gold card. Actually got this one sold to my buddy Tony already, who's a big time Jordan fan. This one's from 98 Gold label, and it's got a really nice shine to it. That one's a mint 9. Again, I think that one's a surface thing, because the back of these, if I remember right, are nice and smooth. They kind of got like a nice coating on them. But gold label, 98. Next up, 2002 Topps Chrome. Again, this is in the binder. I basically sent this in because of a refractor, and some of the, I think those late 90s, early 2000s Topps Chrome's refractors, there's definitely a niche for them, and I think that's growing and growing. But Allen Iverson, who's a Hall of Famer, refractor, PSA 9. I thought it was in good shape. I thought the centering was good. I was kind of holding out hope for a 10, but we do have surface dimples down here and some surface dimples. I think there's one up here, but the surface is really clean, so I was hoping to get lucky. But a 9. That one will end up getting sold here this December. I'm not going to hold on to that. Help recoup some of the grading costs. These next 3, you saw me pull on the channel. Had a dude down in, I think, Georgia, say, hey, do you want some stuff pretty much at cost for Mosaic and for a shout out. I believe it's, gosh, what is it? The Rookie Jar Collector or Rookie Card Collector on Instagram. I think it's Rookie Jar. Maybe it's the Rookie Jar. Yeah, the Rookie Jar. I know I just said that like 5 times. But you saw me pull all these designs on the channel. The green NBA debut came back a 9. And to be honest, I'm not super sure why, because the front surface will look great. A lot of times you can kind of have a misstamp here. So my only guess is maybe that back corner's got a little ding to it. This one, similar story. I think we pulled 3 Zions out of that video. This one's the pink camo, and this Zion is the orange reactive. All of them came back as 9s. I don't know if there's anything with centering with these that I'm not aware of, but came back as 9s, which is okay. Again, I got those at cost, and anything Zion's going to be ticking up here. This one came in the binder. Paul Gasol rookie refractor. Came back a 9. And there were some base cards I ended up selling just as singles. This one, I was hoping for a 10 on off chance, but I was expecting a 9. Like, we got a little bit of a dimple here, and it's really easy to see this on the chromium stuff, especially refractors. And this edge is slightly fatter than this one, but I mean, this is a future Hall of Famer. And now I just have to decide, do I sit on this, which I probably will, for when he goes in the Hall in a few years, or do I sell it now? But I'll probably end up sitting on this one, put it in the gun safe, forget about it, and pull it out for a nice surprise in a few years. Scottie Pippen. This one is a 96 Flair Showcase, numbered 85 of 150. And this is the Legacy Row 2. And I cannot find comps for this. So I'm actually most likely going to put this at auction sometime in early December and just let the market decide what it's worth. I'm not a big Scottie Pippen fan or really a Bulls fan, so figured I would just let this one ride. Maybe I'll throw it up on eBay, see if I can get any offers, and if there aren't any offers, then I'll go ahead and move it to auction in December. But I don't even know what to value that guy at. If you got an estimate, let me know. This next one's pretty cool. Again, this was in the binder as well. It's a Rodman. I think this is 97 Finest, 220 of 1020, and nice refractor here. The Defenders, Gem Mint 10. I know an 8 sold a couple weeks ago for $85. This one actually had the foil or the protective coating on it, and I actually took that coating off because I figured a couple things. One, it's going to be a lot tougher to find a refractor like this with no coating in a 10, if it did 10, which it did. And then two, I don't know if PSA grades the actual surface of the coating. So if you keep that coating on, I don't know if they look at little dents and dimples in that coating and ding you for that or not. So this is one that, I don't know, I think it's maybe a few $100, $300-$400, somewhere in there. But again, stuff's only worth what someone's willing to pay. So that may be one that you throw up on eBay, see if you can fish for any offers, and if not, just throw it at auction. I got no connection to Dennis Rodman other than at the National last year. Sat about 10 feet away from him with Lindsay, and as he was eating dinner, and I felt bad for the dude. People just kept coming up. This one was in the binder too. 2002 Topps Chrome Michael Jordan. The Move Gem Mint 10. It's not the refractor version, but I think they made the set based off everybody's, like, obviously their go-to move. So Jordan's was fade away. There's a small niche of people that really love Jordan in his Wizard stuff, but I think most people prefer the Bulls. So again, this will be one where I'll just probably throw this at auction and let it be what it is. All right. Now we're starting to get into some really fun stuff. 1998 Finest Dirk Nowitzki, Gem Mint 10 rookie, future Hall of Famer. I think another 2 years and he's eligible. This one's not protected. Again, this one in the binder had the foil on it. I peeled it all off, wiped down the surface real quick in case there's any residue, and that came back a 10. So that was a success. And the back, again, looked really good, really surprised with all that color. When you're looking over your cards to grade, I'd say really look at those edges on the back. I know Elite Code 3 talks about that all the time, but it's really easy to get chipping, especially on some of these older cards where Topps, wasn't afraid to make things in a darker format on the back. Next one, current Hall of Famer, Yao Ming, 2002 Topps Chrome, Gem Mint 10. These right now about 300, 350, somewhere in there. I think at one point this summer they hit like $500-$600. So I may sit on this one for a couple months and sell it, throw it at auction. But this next one is one that I'm super stoked about because you'll notice it's a little different. I can read this one. I can't really read that one. This is the Chinese version that came back at 10 as well. And I know Topps did this in early 2000s Topps Chrome. It was kind of like a parallel for guys, foreign, basically non-US guys that got drafted. And so I think there's a Greek version for some of the guys that got drafted from Greece and some of the other locations around the world. But this is the Chinese version. I think last auction for this did like a little under $450. And I think I was watching this one this summer because I knew I had this card. And it was going, I think its highest hit like 7 or so. But again, I'll probably wait for the basketball season to start up and sell that one. Another binder card. What I believe is a future Hall of Famer. I think he'll get in this year. And I've been quietly buying up a bunch of his stuff as early as last February. But a binder card. Actually, was very surprised with the grade on this. Came back as a Gem Mint 10. This is that classic 2003 Topps Chrome, right? With the LeBrons, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, or Darko, if you're a fan of busts. And I was a little surprised this one came back as a 10, just because, I mean, you'll notice you got a much fatter bottom border here than the top one. And I don't know if it's because the surface was really great, but I mean, even on the back, it's not centered super well, but must have caught the grader on the right day, and you know, I'll take it, I'll set it, and once it looks like he's getting announced for the Hall, probably turn around and sell it. You could have bought these back in, I think, February. They were like $40 each, maybe less than that, and now they're $200, $250. Again, they peaked over the summer like a lot of the other basketball stuff, but it'll be going up. 2 more cards left, both Kobe cards. This is a rookie. This one, they both were binder cards. We got a Flair Showcase, row 2, mint 9, rookie. Got a nice shine to it. Wasn't expecting a 10. You know, always holding out hope. Mainly because that back border looked really good, but just little surface things. Really tough for any of this older Flair stuff, unless you're pulling it straight from the pack, to come back as 10s. And then the last one, the jewel of the binder find, I'll say, at least for now. Kobe, 1999 Topps Chrome insert. This is a refractor, as you'll see there, and was super stoked when I checked the grade on this. Gem Mint 10 highlight reels, and the shine on this in person and the color is just sick. It's amazing. There's, I think, 2 maybe on eBay right now with asking prices of like $3,000, $3,500. I think it's probably a $2,000, $2,500 card, somewhere in there. But I may, again, hold on to this for the season to start up, or if any of the rumors of Kobe documentary are true. Obviously, we saw what happened with Jordan stuff, but got super lucky, super happy with that. So there you go. There you have it. That was my PSA submission reveal. I've got one more in the grading process. It's at stage 4, which is grading. So hopefully get that back by Thanksgiving. We may be cutting it close here, but that one will be a very heavy football one, which I know will make a lot of folks happy. So as always, thanks for checking out the channel. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, and we'll catch you next time. See ya.